Starting with the usual, let's get woken up, reach as tall as you can, stretch those ribs, stretch that spine, come up on your toes if it feels good. Oh, and then bring your heels down and lean way over to one side. You can let your hips pop out. Take a breath or two here, and then come on up and we'll side bend all the way over to the other side. If your hip comes out, it's all right. We weren't meant to be statues. And come on up and let's circle it out. Of course, if you need to keep a part of your body not moving, I will tell you. But we move as a whole. Sometimes we move as a whole more efficiently than others, but that's life, right? Let's come down to the shoulders, to our elbow circles. 2, 3, 2 more. And pop those arms out, rotator cuff, pinch those shoulder blades together, tiny little circles. And flip your thumbs back, and we'll go the other way. And let's roll the arm in the socket. So I tried to take into accommodation or into account everyone's requests. It may or may not show up exactly as you imagined, or if you imagined. But we got a little bit of different sequencing, a little bit of different order. Focus group for lifting heavy, and then ending with some accessory work. So we get a little bit of everything in. One more. Okay, shake it out. Bring one shoulder up to your ear and bring it down. Let the other shoulder come up. So one shoulder, one shoulder. A little bit different than doing shoulder circles or swimming arms or whatever. And bring both shoulders up. Hold, 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 hold as much tension as you can here for 3, 2, 1. Let it all go. Nice. Okay. Down to the hips. Let's pop it out. Side to side. And hula hoops. And reverse. 2, 3. And let's go into figure eights. Nice and groovy. And reverse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down to the knees, circling, circling, circling. And reverse. And ankles. 6, 7, 10, and reverse that. Switching sides. At 10 each direction. And then reverse. So after we finish going through the body, kind of waking everything up, doing some ankle work, bring your feet under your hips, let's prance. We're going to go right into a balance section. And then we'll do the movement prep warm-up for what we're doing during the workout. Before we get to the workout, we're going to throw in just a tiny bit of power before you have a chance to get too tired. And then bring your heels together in first position, keeping those legs a little squeezed together. And then finish with some accessory work, which could be core, could be other things, other movements that help, but don't need to be the focus of the workout. So we'll finish with those. They don't need to be the focus, but they're helpful. Let's put it that way. Okay, taking your feet nice and wide. Let's go side to side. Let's wake up those adductors. Super important for pelvic stability. If you don't like the sequencing, if you don't like the order, if something really pisses you off about this workout, shoot me a message, talk to me after class. It's all an experiment, like every month is, right? We're playing around with movement and getting stronger. And let's come into, bring your feet in just a little bit, come into a bit of a squat. I want you to push your knees back and see if you can straighten your arms. You might need to change your hand position. My hands are over my knees at this point. If I'm like this, I can't, my fingers are on my thighs, I can't straighten my arms. We're gonna lift one heel up and the other heel up and push back. And then we're gonna try to rotate. And if you can't do this with your heels up, bring them down. And then we're gonna rotate the other way. But try to keep your arms straight and turn your head as you're rotating. And come back to center and roll it up. A little bit of ankle wiggles and we'll move on. Okay, so one foot, toes pointing down. And then we're going to rotate from the hip and bring that inner ankle up to the ceiling. Good. Switching sides. Whoop. This is not the balance section. So you can hold on if you need to, or you can play around with your balance. Toes pointing down, going side to side. Nice leg control. Good. Leg, foot, ankle control. And then we're going to rotate from the hip, lift that inner ankle up for 20, 4, 5. And shake it out. Okay, so balance. We're going to start with toe yoga. I have no idea how to, I guess I can bring my computer down. You can see what my feet are doing, but I think it's also pretty easy to describe. Very basic, very simple. I'm bringing my notes with me because it's so simple. Really, all I want you to do is stand and spread your toes nice and wide. Okay. And then on your right foot, lift up your big toe only 5 times. On your left foot, pick up your big toe only 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to work on this all month. So if you can't get it today, we will work on it. Okay, so back to the right side. Lift up the 4 toes, leaving your big toe pressed into the floor for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going to your left foot. Big toe presses down. 4 toes come up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Spread your toes. Relax your feet. We're going to lift up both toes, both big toes. Bring them down. The 4 toes on both feet. Pick them up and bring them down. So big toe up. 4 little toes up. Big toe up. 4 little toes up. And then see if you can fan them down. So you bring them down one at a time. Well, you're going to do that just one more time. Big toe up, little toes up. And then see if you can fan them down. 5, 4, 3, 2, all the way down. Good. So we worked on your ankles. We've woken up your toes. We can prance a little bit, wake up the bottoms of your feet. We're going to go into, we're going to do mini squats and then a single leg balance. So find your balance on one foot, shifting through your hips. We're going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's like you want to sit back in a chair. We haven't done single leg squats in a while. This is the new variation on it. Hip goes back. Find your balance on your foot. Spread those toes for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Shake your legs out if you need it. Circle your ankles. Give your calves a break. We're going to find your balance on one leg. So notice with everything we're doing when we're balancing, if your weight's on your toes, if your weight's on your heels, see if you can come to that center point where you're nice and stable over your midfoot. You can feel the ball of your foot. You can feel your heel on the ground, but you're not weighting one or the other excessively. So find your balance on one leg. And all we're going to do is look right and look left. Right and left. Right and left. Good. Okay. Switching sides. I can't, well, maybe I will watch you while we're doing this. Find your balance and look right and left. Your balance depends a lot on the visual cues and how your brain is processing it. When you change your visual field, your balance changes too. If your glasses are the wrong prescription, it's gonna affect your balance, right? So, okay, balance, we're going into our warm-up. We're gonna start with 5 alternating lunges. We're gonna do this maybe 5, 6 minutes, and then we're gonna move on. Alternating lunges, 5 on each side. And then we have good mornings. We're going to take super light weights or cans and do some Y raises or Y-flies, which you'll see. And then we're going to come down on the floor, and that's it. So starting with our alternating lunges in 3, 2, 1. You can go forwards or backwards, just 10 total. This is in place of the squats we did last month. 10. Good. And then we're going to come into our good mornings. So hands behind your head. We're just doing 5, okay? 5 of everything this month. 5, 4, hips go back and forward, not a squat. Back is flat. Grab a pair of super light weights. We're going to find that hinge position from our good morning and add on. It's like 2 pounds from a standing position. We're going to come into your hinge and lift out to a Y for 10. This is the only long one. 9, 8, 7. Pull with your back. 3, 2, and 1. Okay. From here, we're going to come on the floor. Instead of doing mountain climbers, or you could do this on a bench, but let's do it on the floor this month. So we're going to start here. You're going to come in, out, out. That's 1. In, out, out. That's 2. So it's a little different, a little more purposeful. You have to do it from a full plank if that doesn't work for your wrists, your arms. Elevate. Do some marching at the wall. That all works. So 5 on each side, alternating sides, stretching back out to a plank each time. 6, 7, and 10. When you're done with these, you can drop to your knees. 5 easy push-ups. And that's one round. Grab a drink if you need it. Okay, let's come back to our lunges. So stepping forward, coming back to standing. 5 on each side. Five. Good. Onto our good mornings. Centered over your feet. Hips go back and forward. 2. Feel that stretch in the glutes. 5. Coming into our Y raises. Light weights. Back into our hinge for 5. 4. Arms are nice and straight. 3, 2, 1. Oh, we go 10. Sorry. 5 more. My mistake. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. My bad. That's the only one that's to that. Onto the planks with the sprinter step-ins. Do you want to do them on the bench? Hold your plank. Step, step, back, back. In, back, back. And into your push-ups. We're going to go one more round. Let's see if we can get it right. We're going to groove this. No more mistakes for Thursday. If your sprinter step-ins start looking like mountain climbers, that's fine. No one's judging. Okay. From our lunges into our good mornings. Inhale as you go down. Good. Grab your weights. Light weights. No weights. This can do it too. Coming to a Y position with straight arms. Hinging over. And we go for 10. 9. I got it right this time. 8, 7, 6, 5. Your hips are holding you. 4, 3, 2. The pull is with your back. And down. Okay. The sprinter step-ins. It's easier to see when I'm on my bench, and that's fine. In, out, out. So it's like doing up, up, down, downs on a step. And go from there into 5 push-ups, and we are done. Moving on, shake your arms out, shake your legs out, get a drink. Make sure your heart rate is down. Shouldn't be too high. Power is neuromuscularly demanding. You need to be warmed up for it, but we're going to put it early in the workout and not mix it into a big circuit so we can focus. So we're going to start with today, a box jump, actually this month. We're going to work on box jumps and the push presses, more just for practice and comfort, getting that jump, getting that power out of your legs, and then the push press to add it to the upper body. So find your step at the right height. We are doing 5, and that's it. So look at your step, get over that intimidation, swing your arms, and let's go. You might land on your toes and roll back, that's okay. 2, 3, 4, and see if you can land on both feet together. 5. Just 5. And if you can't do that last one, that's okay. Grab some, we're going to go overhead. So grab a weight that feels heavy to you, because the idea with the push press is we start in this little squat, our muscles are lengthened. Then as we squeeze them and come up, you generate the power to lift the weight up. So there should be, if it's heavy to lift like this, it should feel a lot easier. And we're only doing 5. We're going to go through these both one more time. Let's get the feel for it today. So sinking down to that little squat. It's like loading the spring and then press it up. Good. 2, 3, 4, 5. Should feel like if you have a loose grip on the weight, that the weight wants to float up out of your hand. Of course, you won't let it. Okay. Adjust your step height if you need to. We're going to do one more round of both of those in 30 seconds. And then we'll do our main lifts. So today's main lifts are rear foot elevated split squat. I can't read. 1 arm rows and pec fly with lower body rotation. So a lot of unilateral work. We will get through at least 2 sets today. So I want to do the accessory work too. Okay, 5 jumps. Heart rate should be coming down. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You put your step away. You're not going to use it again. Find your waist for doing the push press. 5 presses up. Okay, sink it down. Load the spring, pop it up. 4, and then 5. So you don't often have enough room in the aisle of an airplane cabin to get that squat in for lifting up, but we're going to build that strength and power. Make it easier anyway. Okay, rear foot elevated split squat. Find a weight. Find a pair of weights this week that work for you. We're going for 8 on each side. So from your bench, 1, 2, 3, step it back. Whoop, find your balance. And we'll sink it down and up. 2, drive that back knee down. Switching sides. Easier to match your front foot and go back. Good job. And put your weights down. Find the weight you were using last month for the one arm row and see if you can increase it just a little bit. Or stick with the same weight. We're going to stay in that 8 to 12 range. We're still trying to build that strength. We want your chest muscles, which are big, to be super strong, back muscles to be super strong. So starting non-dominant, 8 to 12, whatever your rep range is. Thanks. And switching sides. Looks like we're having internet connectivity. People are coming and going. There is no rush with these. Form is more important. We're not trying to race. We want everything to feel good. So we did legs, we did chest. Obviously we did legs, we did back. Now we're doing chest. So we're going to come down on the floor and we're going to go back in time, maybe 2 months or 3. So when we did the pec fly with the lower body rotation. So you can have 1 or 2 weights in your hand. I'm going to turn my back to you so you can see what, maybe see what I'm doing better. So we're going to settle in on the floor, but we're not staying here. Knees and tabletop. Arms up. As the legs go in one direction, the weight goes the other way. This is a little bit lighter than what I was flying with last month. So if you look at the March videos, the March videos, you'll see my arms are more bent because the weight was a little heavier. We're doing 5 on each side. Take your time with these. It's a nice controlled oblique twist. Good. So with heavier weight, for a pec fly, your elbow will be bent a little bit more probably. Lighter weight, it's going to be a little bit straighter. Okay. So when you're ready, we're going to come up, grab a drink, and do our second round. So let's take our time. Let's absorb the work we've done. There's no rush. If I'm moving faster than you, I'm going to keep an eye on the screen to see how you're doing. No pressure. Focus on form. Focus on your strength. When you lift heavier, it's going to be a little bit slower. Yes, it's harder to move, right? Harder to move that weight. So 1 weight in each hand. Your rear foot doesn't have to be up on something as high as a bench. It could be on a step. 1, 2, 3. Forward. Step that foot back. Your back foot, you can be up on your toes or you can have your foot flat, just like People call it dead fish foot. I like pushing into my toes. That's me. But if you're doing the other way, it's not a problem. So 8 to 12 on each side, depending on the weight you're choosing and your balance. And when you're ready, switch sides. Driving that back knee down. Those weights down for the moment. One arm row. Push yourself on this one. We've been working it for a few months. If you're still using single digit weights for your back, let's talk. 2. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. And when you're done with one side, go to the other. Nice. Let's bring that down onto the floor. Back flies, and then we'll have a little break. Okay, settle in. Whew, big exhale, let your back settle into the floor. Bring those knees up. One arm goes out to the side. One arm stays as a post to the ceiling. If your knees are tucking in, push them away just a little bit. Make your core work a little bit harder. And one more set. Right and left. Good. Bring those weights down. Take a minute, stretch what needs to be stretched. Grab a drink. Get your equilibrium back. If you get dizzy, coming back up to standing. No rush. We have one more round. This month we're lifting heavier. See how much you can push it. Not today. Today's week 1. But we're continuing some of these moves from what we've done before, right? So the ones that we've been working on, let's see if we can keep pushing into them. Okay. I used to think when I worked in a gym, the biggest workout I got was not the workout I did for myself, but moving weights for other people, handing them weights, putting them away. One, two, three. Step that foot back.
Stay up nice and tall so we're not flopping over and coming down. Stay up tall and sink that knee. 2, 6, 7. Good. Getting messages from people who slept in. 1, 2, 3. Switching legs. Really should be feeling kind of tired now. It's focused work. 2, 3. Pushing into your whole front foot. 6, 8, 10. Okay. Putting those weights somewhere where you need them for the next move or the last move. Back to our one arm row. Made that 2 of my favorite moves in one workout. How did that happen? Shoulders away from your ears. Pull 2 with your back, not just your arm. Okay, third set. You may, if you're going heavier, you may not get as many reps. It's okay. We're building. Okay, when you're done, put that weight down. The big weight. Let's put it away. And we'll come down on the floor. Last set of flies with the lower body rotation. So you can hug your knees in. Take some breaths, let your back settle. And as you bring your feet up, notice if you're tucked in or if your knees are over your hips or maybe just a little bit forward. And then see if you can keep your knees kind of sort of together so they're not bowing out like that or coming apart as you go down. Think about squeezing those thighs together. They won't stay together, but energetically you're bringing them closer to each other and not going bow-legged. So 5 on each side. Good. And when you're done with this, you can put the weights down. You might come back to them. Hug your knees in. Make some circles. Make sure your back is feeling good. Or you can stretch your arms nice and long. Stretch everything out. Okay. And then come on up, grab a drink. The accessory work. We're going to get through it. We'll see. See, once or twice. Maybe once today, just so you get familiar with it. We are going to do windmills. Unilateral work, we're working one side at a time. It takes a little bit longer because you're doing one side at a time, right? So we'll see if we can, how long it takes to get through it. We're gonna do, can't read my own handwriting, a T-raise from the floor. So we're gonna be start like a bird dog this week and just do T-raises. And we're gonna graduate to doing it from a bear hold with your knees up off the floor. That's week 4, 3. We're gonna start with knees on the floor. We're gonna do hip rotation with the foam roller at the wall. So similar to what we did last month, where we were rotating our pelvis internally and externally with our foot against the wall. We're going to try using a roller to get a little bit more adductor strength. And then a triple squat, triple bicep, triple overhead press, just because it's like a finisher. So let's stand up. And if you're not familiar with windmills, let me talk you through it. Need a medium weight. It's going to be held like a post overhead. This is a shoulder stability and core exercise. Okay, a little bit of hip. But standing here, feet a little bit wider, maybe shoulder width wider than your hips. If the weight's in your right hand, you're going to turn both feet to your left. So you're angled. Think like an Egyptian. Your feet are turning in one direction, weight's in the other. And we're going to make a post with that arm. So we're not pulling up to your ear. You're keeping this nice down engaged. And we're going to slide that hip out like you're going into a yoga triangle pose, reaching with that hip and then coming up. Imagine you're sandwiched between two walls. Your butt can't go out, your head can't go forward. You can only go sideways. We're doing 5 on each side. Of course, the heavier the weight you use, the more your shoulder has to stabilize while your body is moving. Okay, we're going to switch hands. Pivot your feet so you're going the other way. Maybe 45 degrees. You don't have to be completely Egyptian with your foot going the opposite way of your body. Okay, so arm up high, make that post, and let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. Bringing it down. We have our T raises from the floor, kind of like we did from our hinge. We did a Y raise. For this, we're taking our knuckles out to do a T raise, but we're going to do it from a bird dog at first. This week. Next week, if you're feeling brave, we'll come up to a bear. Let's just engage those back muscles and see what it feels like. Because sometimes being on hands and knees can feel unsteady. So knees under hips, hands under shoulders. We're going to take that arm and lift out for 10, 9, pulling with your back, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And if you're doing it right, you're going to feel it in the middle of your back. Not the same place we work with the rows, but close. Other side. Seven, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Coming back up to standing. Grab a foam roller. Doesn't matter if it's long or short. And my step does not get in the way for this. So you want it about knee height. And you're going to hold it with the inside of the outside leg. Does that make sense? I'm going to wait for you guys to get set up. So knee height, don't overestimate how high your knee is. We're all short. We're shorter than we were, I should say. I'm not being mean. So I want you to sandwich that with your inner thigh. So your adductors are working to hold you. And as you pick up your back leg, or you can even keep it in a kickstand. I know you can't see me from this direction. I'll turn in a moment. We're going to rotate towards the wall. And then we're going to rotate down away from the wall. So your shoulders are moving with your pelvis. We're getting that same rotation. And against the wall, facing this way. You're just going to do a few on each side. You kickstand, your toes are down and back. You're going to rotate up, rotate down. If you want to come into a full balance, this is what it looks like. The idea is not to let that foam roller drop. If you prefer doing this against the wall, that's a-okay. That doesn't bother me. Well, let's switch sides because we have two legs, two sides of our pelvis. Make sure you get your roller about knee height. It can be a little tricky. Rollers like to roll. Let's come into our balance and rotate. Find it much easier doing the rotating towards the wall. You're in a hinge. The weight's over your whole foot. Toes should be spread, not gripping too hard. And when we played with that, your hips should be feeling nice and open. Grab the medium weights, heavy weights, whatever you're comfortable with lifting overhead. I think we're going to end with just one round of this. And then we'll come down on the floor and stretch. Did you feel those rotations in your hips? My glutes. I'm really feeling my glutes right now. We're going to do a little combination I came up with for a couple of clients already this week that seems to work strength a little bit differently. So feet are a little bit wider than your shoulders, toes turned out. It's kind of like a sumo squat. We're going to come down and do 3 pulses, chest up, eyes up. Hold it there. 3 bicep curls. 2, 3. Hold the weights up. Come up to standing and press. 2, 1. Let's bring it down. Sink it down. 3, 2, 1. Hold it here for 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. 3, 2. This is like the grand finale. One more time. Sink it down. Little pulses. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Pick it up. 3, 2, 1. Weights down. Nice work. Swing it out. Shake it out. I'm going to grab a drink. And circle the hips. Check with how everything is feeling. Give yourself a hand. Your hips worked hard. Let's come into a standing cat-cow. So spread your toes, weights over your feet. Tailbone comes up, crown of your head comes up, your back arches however it arches. And then we're going to tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone, let your back round up. And reverse. Everything comes up. And reverse, everything tucks. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Up, up, up. And down, down, down. Good. Taking your feet a little bit wider. Let's do some shoulder drops. We worked a lot of back today. And hold one side. Whew. Take a deep breath in, let that side stretch. It should be the down shoulder side that's stretching more than the up. And then switch sides. Okay. Let's come over into a side lunge and hold. So think about your hip going back, stretching. And then we're going to turn towards the wall. So you're going to pivot your foot, push back into your back heel. For me, that's my left side. And get a nice calf stretch. And then we're going to come down onto that knee and up into a hip flexor stretch. So we can reach up and over. Bring that hand down. Sit back towards your heel and stretch your front leg straight if you can. Or come back as far as you can and try to straighten that front leg. Just get a hamstring stretch. It's a little different how we usually do it. And then we're going to roll forward back onto that knee. Bring your hands around. Come on up. And side lunge on side 2. Side lunge, push your hip back. Let's hold. Just a little bit, giving your adductors a nice stretch. And then we're going to pivot and turn towards the wall or whatever's on that side. Push back through your heel. Calf stretch. Maybe a hip flexor stretch. Maybe a who knows what stretch for you. And bring your knee down. Let your foot relax. Come up into that hip flexor stretch. Up and over. And then we're going to slide back and stretch that leg forward. If you only get to here, this is fine. If you can sit all the way back with a straight leg in front of you, that's good too. To me, it feels the same wherever I am. Some people get a more intense stretch coming all the way down. Good. And let's come onto hands and knees. And we're just going to rock forward and back 3 times. And then we're going to make circles, big restorative circles. So we're going to come out to the side, stretch all the way around to the back, 3 times each direction. Let your back have a nice big stretch on this one. 2 and 1. And then we're going to come into child's pose with the thread the needle, so you can take your knees wider. Stretch one arm through and reach. And we're going to settle in here for just a little bit. I want you to keep reaching with your arms, trying to relax your head down and your hips down. Use your breath to expand into your back. It's funny how that finer work doing the Y raises and the T raises use such light weights, but small parts of the muscle. Let's come up and switch sides. How intense it can feel to use 2 pounds or 3 pounds. Okay, and then let's come together. Last thing we're going to do, bring your knees together so that they block you from being able to breathe into your belly. We want to try to expand more through your back. So we're going to come into our child's pose with our elbows in our knees and our palms up. Look forward towards your fingertips and press down into your hands as you inhale. And try to stretch through your back and then exhale. So let's take 3 breaths here like that. Inhale, pressing into your arms, stretching across your back. 2, 1 more. And then we're going to take our right hand and reach it in front of our left. So our right hand is palm down, left hand is palm up, and we're going to breathe the exact same way. Pressing into our arms and into our back. 3 breaths here. Good. Let's come into a cross-legged position. It's going to give our glutes some love. 2. Just circling around. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Everything works together. Everything's nice and loose. You came this morning. You showed up. You did the work. I'm proud of you. We have a new month. If new ideas. I don't take offense. If something floats your boat, if something doesn't, be sure to reach out, and I'll see you on Thursday for more fun and games.